Okay, hi and welcome back, guys. It's your boy. So yeah, back again with another one. Coming at you like DJ Khaled. Um, I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing okay today. Um, and yeah, I've just had a nice morning. Um, but yeah, I wanted to hit you guys up again with just an update of what I've been up to this week. So this week I have been doing a few various things. Usually during weeks, you know, um, people get up to various things. Um, a variety of chores maybe. Um, getting the grocery shopping, getting that food shop for the week. Something like that. People usually throughout the week, people that's the kind of stuff people get up to. And I've been doing some of that stuff myself, going to the gym, getting my vegetables, picking up some vegetables. I did that yesterday. Um, Picking up some meat. I did that on Tuesday. And now it's Friday. And I don't even need to get shopping today. I even cooked yesterday, so I have food left over. So that's always a positive start to the week. I wanted to tell you about my setup actually right now because um it's pretty sick. I got a sick setup. That double S boy. Um so basically I got you can see the mic. That's nothing special there. I know you're thinking, what's so special about your setup, Barry? Everything looks the damn same. But what I'm talking about is my computer charger. Everything needed to charge today, my phone and my computer. Um it's a whole damn charge-a-thon today. Um and my computer, so my phone right now is too far away from the charger, so obviously there's an issue there. Oh, you can't really do charge without, when you're too far away from the outlet. So you know dilemma right away. Phone's too far away. Um and I was like, oh yeah, I can just plug it into my computer. But then I was like, damn, I need to plug in my microphone to the computer, and there's only one USB slot. Um, and then can't like how what goes around comes around, right? I got hit with that karma, and it's actually it's more of like a humbling type of karma because, basically in my laptop charger there is a USB port, and when I first saw that I was like, come on guys, like what a gimmick. That's what I thought. You know, that felt like just a gimmicky kind of thing. I was like, who needs a flipping USB port on your charger, like in the middle? That little, you get your charger lead, and then in on the charger lead there's that black rectangle, that kind of heavy kind of part that's a bit annoying as well when you might have to use your charger, and then it might be kind of hanging off the edge of something and kind of weighing it down. That part of the charger has a USB port. And I was all prejudiced against that port before. I was like, like good for nothing USB that should probably, just be out sweeping the fields or something. Or that's the kind of attitude I had towards that port. But now I've been humbled and I've realized that it's actually very useful. So I'm able to charge my phone and my computer with just my computer charger. And that's pretty rad. But I want to talk to you about some art today. What I've been up to in my art life. Art life, all the people. So many people. You ever heard that song? That's like that really, when a lot of the times when people from Britain, they make music, they don't sound super British, but that whatever that song is and whoever sings that, they sound super British when they sing it. And respect for that, representing out there, representing all the people. So many people. Oh God, on the sun. Life, Park Life, maybe that. I feel like that's what it's called. But yeah, I wanted to share with you some of my life drawings today, because I went to life drawing this week again, twice in a row now. That's 2 weeks on the trot. So obviously I stepped into a life drawing this week, and like everyone did a double take, like twice in a row. Damn. And that's what happened when I got in. But yeah, it was a really it went well this week at life drawing. I felt like this week I was able to really quickly get the form down, like the outline of the form, and that left me with a lot of extra time to focus on stuff like shading, which I usually don't have as much time to do, because they're timed poses, of course. You can't just tell someone to stand in the room for as long as you want. That's kind of slavery. The model kind of does set time limit pose. So yeah, I was able to get the form down quite quick, and that left me some time to experiment with some shading techniques, because I like I said, I don't usually get to do that, so it was valuable this session. And here's one of the I realized I showed you last week that I didn't tell you the time limit. So this is a 15-minute pose that I drew. This is one that I liked. And it was a lady, and she had a really nice, like, she had like green hair. This lady had her hair was really difficult to draw, because one person pointed out, the green, it really reflects light, so it's hard to really tell where the light and shadows are in the hair, because it's so bright. You can't even really see, is that a shadow or is that just like the tone of the hair kind of changing color a little bit. So that was a challenge. In this is just a 15-minute one, so I kind of had to, just quickly try and figure out the hair as quick as possible, and then get the form down. And then, even in the 15-minute pose, I was able to, think about shading a little. I even got and that if I'm doing the lines on the floor and stuff, then I probably, got the form down quick, because that's like the last thing that you kind of put in. So I had a lot of spare time with this one, and yeah, I was happy with that, and that was a 15-minute pose. There's another 15-minute pose that I really like, that the result of, and that is this one here. And this is like I was able to get the form down quite quick, and I really like how the face came out. I really like how the face came out on this one. I don't know if you can see it too well, but it had a real likeness of the model. And yeah, I felt like this one just flowed really nicely. The line work is really like feels quite organic. That's a word that I would use to describe that. And yeah, I felt like it made a nice piece. And there's one more that I just wanted to show you, which is a 30-minute pose. And we do 2 30 minutes at the end, so this is one of the end poses. And here is this one. And this one again, I was able to get the form down really quick. And where we had 30 minutes, I had even more time to try and work on the shading. And usually, shading's not my strong point, but I felt it went well here. I really feel like I captured like the sense of like, the direction her body was moving, and where maybe some of the weight was, and definitely like the shadows and the definition of like the different folds and muscle definition in the body. So it was nice to go back to life drawing again this week and get some good drawings. But yeah, other than life drawing, I've also been working on an illustration piece this week, which I just finished yesterday actually. And I thought this would be a great opportunity to talk a little bit about that for people, whoever's interested in maybe like hearing about like the conceptual side of that piece. And I'll put a little like thing. I'll try and get it right in this frame, but I'll put a little taster of how it looks up, so you know what I'm talking about. So hopefully it'll be right here. But I forgot what I was saying about that. Something about I wanted to describe maybe some of the concepts behind that piece. And it's a piece of it's like a girl with a Nissan Skyline, the old school R34 type, and she's like on a highway, on like a motorway, stopped by like a gas station, that petrol pickup, and yeah, I really enjoyed making the piece. It was, I said before, but it's something I felt like I could indulge in and just really just express, just see where my creativity took me with this piece, which was really fun. I've done more like kind of maybe just more rigid projects lately, so it was nice to do something a bit more free. Feeling free, that's that good feeling, that freedom ferret. That's like, I feel like that's the goal in life, to just feel as free as possible. So I really enjoyed that, for that reason, it feels good feeling free. I think most people would probably agree with that. And yeah, this piece was cool. I really liked the end product, and what I was trying to capture in this piece was just literally like the sense of confidence, coolness, also maybe a little bit of solitude, because I enjoy being that lone wolf sometimes. So a lot of times in my pieces I'll draw just characters just on their own, and I think maybe I feel most comfortable just being alone. So I think that's why I tend to draw those characters in solitude. I like that kind of vibe, just me, myself, and I on the road as well. This one was just with the whip. So yeah, it was trying to convey those kind of themes through this piece. Maybe kind of sexy kind of stuff, there was a bit of a babe in the picture, and a sweet, sexy ride, which was probably another theme I was getting across. And that sense of just contentness, the content with just being alone. It's like no problems, and yeah, that's it really. That's kind of what I was trying to communicate. And I also wanted to think a little bit deeper about maybe just in terms of like a story behind this picture, I kind of wanted to think about that a little bit, because that's something that's been you know, up in that forefront of that conscious mind of mine lately, is just getting a bit more into my characters, trying to figure out what kind of person are they, what kind of world are they living in, and maybe trying to develop a bit of a world, a bit of a universe myself, for my characters to inhabit, and maybe see how they interact. It's just something that's been a bit interesting to me in the more recent times. So in this piece in particular, you'll see it's a bit of like a sci-fi vibe, that kind of George Lucas type feeling, when you look at it. You might think about, you might just get those flashes of Elon Musk as you take in some of those photons of this piece, So what the hell was I talking about? Elon Musk. Where were we? Oh yeah, I wanted to think a little bit about making a world for my characters, and maybe a bit of a personality for my characters too. So yeah, you'll notice that it's in a bit of a sci-fi world. You got like a drone flying up above in the picture, and it's producing like a holographic shop sign for the petrol station. That gas station, smoking that gas. So yeah, that's something that I kind of like the feeling of, that I like the thought of, my characters inhabiting some kind of sci-fi environment that gives you a bit more like room to play with. You can think of like some far out ideas, and it still works because it's sci-fi. Anything goes in sci-fi. Ask L. Ron Hubbard. He's out there saying all of this, mission statement kind of stuff. So you can really play around with a sci-fi type environment, and I like that. I just think of things like Blade Runner and obviously Star Wars, stuff like that. Just how those kind of worlds, they're just so cool to me. So that's something that I would be interested in developing, that type of world for my characters. So yeah, I started with this. And you'll notice that even the gas station, it has a little electricity sign like next to it. So that kind of, I was thinking, are they even still doing gas here? Gas is a bit of that old school kind of thing. I feel like electricity is taking over. So I thought, you'd call it a gas station, but maybe they don't even do gas there. But I haven't thought too specifically. But yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking there. I'm just gonna cut this because I see that I'm running out of space again, so I'll come back. And gas, that's what I was talking about, so hopefully I'll remember that. Gas. Yeah, so in that I have that gas station that might not even do gas, petrol, fuel. It might do some electricity kind of stuff. And then you'll notice underneath the gas sign, it actually has plus AI mods. And I was like, you know what? Maybe you can just go here and maybe the car's got some kind of AI type stuff, thinking back to Elon Musk, maybe the cars in this world can have some AI features, and maybe people have made their own mods of those features. That's kind of what I was thinking when I put that on the gas station as well. So, I like the thought of that. Maybe, you could go and get some gas, and also maybe download some kind of crazy AI mod to your car that can make it like maybe jump over traffic or something. It's like a car sees the traffic, and some nerd up in his lab has wrote down some code that you can download that lets your car jump over traffic now. Stuff like that. I thought that would be fun. You know, you're in your car, you know, you're rolling down the highway, and you come up across a extraterrestrial vehicle, you know, and you know, it's looking hostile. So maybe you get them AI mod, you know, battle lasers on the side, you know. And they're doing the AI thing, you know, locking onto this extraterrestrial being, you know, that's trying to put you in jeopardy, and they're eliminating that target. So that was kind of something fun. And to correspond with that, I actually put on the bumper of the car, I actually put this one first, and this kind of inspired me to add the AI mod thing. But on the bumper of the car, it says AI tech. So that kind of hints that this car is compatible with the AI mod system. And you know, that's just a little like that's like the turbo nerd in me really coming to the forefront. And you know, just kind of indulging in it, like a little being creative and maybe like developing my own world. Cause you know, turbo nerd, when you're a turbo nerd, you know, you like to kind of do those creative things, maybe create your own world type thing, you know. And yeah, so that's something that I enjoy. You know, with the colors in this piece, you know, I felt like these colors just worked really well together. They were kind of in my head even before I started the piece, and yeah, I think they just look nice together, and they really captured that kind of cool vibe that I was trying to portray in this piece. I just did I just burped, but like it just turned into like some sort of like muscle kind of spasm, so I don't know where the burp went. And yeah, that's what I've been up to this week. And it's been really fun. I've been really enjoying this illustration. I've been enjoying it a bit too much because I've just been working on that and not doing any animation work this week. So I'm gonna get back on that now that that's finished. You know, sometimes it's kind of nice to have something that you're so interested in that you kind of drop everything else. But you know, doing that too often, that's a little bit reckless. And you know, I'm not trying to move too recklessly. But yeah, that's been that. I'm thinking about working on next because I enjoy drawing that skyline so much. That R34, that Nissan. I've enjoyed that, so I was thinking I might do a little sticker series, so I can really just go in and just draw that from a few different angles, maybe some close-ups and stuff, and make them into stickers. But yeah, that's what I've been up to really this week. Other than that, you know, just the usual work and gym. And we got at work, right? So I work in the car park. I've probably said that before, but we got some beggars, and you know, beggars, they're always a touchy subject, but one of these beggars is just straight up on crack, and you know, I'm not just assuming that because he even has just told me like, yeah, I'm just begging for crack, you know. And this guy, it's so annoying because I work out in the car park and he's out in the car park begging. But this guy, like, there's others that, you know, they're a bit, you know, down in the dumps, but for some reason this guy is he's just got a lot of energy, and you know, I try and just, you know, stick to my job and just, avoid him. But this dude he's just too funny. He's too funny, and I can't help but laugh at what he's saying. And, it it makes me look bad, like at the company level. It's like, oh, look at this dude. The he's working for this company, and he's just also entertaining this dude who's kind of begging for money. But you know what? He's a funny dude. So man, yeah. One time he was just like, we were just like, why are you out here? And he's like, yeah, man, I'm begging. I love the crack, man. I love crack. And that kind of honesty, you can't help but be charmed by that sometimes. So, I mean, I guess he's the good crackhead. And who knows, man? He might have had a rough time. That's why he's doing it. You never really know, man. I don't like to judge like people that are doing maybe extreme stuff, because I don't know, man. You never know. If you went through what they went through, you might be doing even worse. Um, but yes, just sign off with a little crack story. I hope you all have a good week. Thank you for watching and listening, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you.